moving forward to our next topic, and the topic is Siege of Purandar by the Mughal army. Okay, so let us see what is there in this topic. Open your textbook page number 46 and let us read it. Okay, Purandar was one of Shivaji's big and strong forts. Diler Khan knew that Shivaji could not be defeated as long as he was the master of Purandar. He therefore laid siege to this powerful fort. He had a huge army under his command. Murarbaji was in charge of the fort. He was a determined fighter who would not easily yield to threats. He was also supported by brave troops. With their help, Murarbaji decided to defend the fort. So in this first paragraph, what they're telling us, now how did they leave the siege to the Purandar fort, how the Mughal army had put the siege. So what happened? The Purandar fort, we have seen the fort of Purandar was in the control of Shivaji Maharaj, and it was considered as one of the best and strongest forts. Whichever king would have that, he would be very powerful, we can say. So having Purandar, Shivaji was having Purandar fort, so he was one of the strongest and he had many advantages due to that Purandar fort. Okay, so because it was one of the big and strong forts in Maharashtra, we can say. So Diler Khan understood that if you want to defeat Shivaji Maharaj, first what we have to take from him, the fort of Purandar. So he decided to attack the fort of Purandar, and thus they put a siege. They laid a siege. Who? Diler Khan and then another person. His name was what? Mirza Raje Jai Singh. Correct? So that Mirza Raje Jai Singh and Diler Khan had put a siege to the fort of Purandar. Like they were sitting outside the fort of Purandar with a very huge army, a lot of funds, a lot of troops, and much more things were there. So for whole of the idea only they had come, like we will need this much army, this much force, this much artillery, this much money. So they had come with everything. Okay. So they therefore laid a powerful siege outside the fort of Purandar. And this, now what we have learned about this Purandar fort, who was the in charge? Murarbaji, he was the in charge. He was a very brilliant, strong officer from Shivaji Maharaj's court, and he was the in charge of this Purandar fort. He used to take care all of the Purandar. Okay, and he was a person who was not scared of anyone, and of any threat of any army he was not at all scared. He was a very brave soldier, and he was very huge and giant, we can say. Okay, so with him many brave troops of Maratha troops were also there supporting Shivaji Maharaj and saving and keeping guarding this fort of Purandar. Okay, with their help only, with the help of troops only, this Murarbaji had defended till now. He was defending the fort of Purandar. He was taking care of the fort of Purandar. Diler Khan's guns went into action. Fiery cannonballs began to drop on the fort. Murarbaji and his brave men held on. The first bastion on the Machi collapsed under gunfire. Diler Khan's troops captured the lower fort. The Marathas withdrew to the upper fort and continued to fight. Diler Khan was watching the battle from his camp. In the next paragraph we have seen, now what does Diler Khan's army is doing? He had many guns. We know that cannons, correct? The artillery, the cannons, the guns, the huge guns are there. It used to be there in the olden times. You must have seen the photographs. We have some photographs in this, right? So they used that artillery, that guns were used, and they started to activate that guns, and that guns were in action, means they started to fire to the fort of Purandar. Okay, so what happened? They started to fire, and these fiery balls, what happened? They started to fall on the walls, big walls of fort. There were many balls. The forts really generally what they make, this bastion means a very huge walls were created, and upon that, and after that some areas will be there, and again huge walls will be, very huge walls will be there, very heavy huge walls will be created, so that they can defend the fort, so that enemy can't enter the fort. Like that only. You must have seen, if you have visited some fort, you will definitely understand. Big walls must be there outside the forts. So these people started to fire, and that bastion that started to fall. The first Machi, which we had learned in the last chapters, what is a Machi? So that first Machi was collapsed due to this gunfire, and Diler Khan's troops, they had after it got destroyed, the Machi got destroyed, the first thing was the first layer, the first wall had fallen down. Now what is it? Now all the Diler Khan's army, they went inside the fort, right? So they all entered the fort. Like they did not enter the whole of the fort, they entered to the lower part. So they just entered the fort, we can say. They did not come to the upstairs. So what did this our Morarbaji's people do? They locked from the upper part. So these people were all, Diler Khan's army were all downside the fort, and this our Maratha troops and the Maratha soldiers, the Morarbaji, were upper part of the fort. And still from there they were fighting with these people downside and who were standing outside. Okay, and Diler Khan, he was like chilling outside and he was just sitting idly and he was watching. Let us see Morarbaji, what he is doing, what his troops are doing. So because he had a very lot of huge army he had, so he did not come for fighting in the beginning only. Okay, now let us see what was the climax actually. Furious with rage, Morarbaji decided to attack the Mughal troops with a select contingent of 500 men. He opened the gates of the upper fort, shouting their war cry, Har Har Mahadev. The Maulas fell on the Mughal troops. After a fierce battle, which lasted for a short time, the Marathas routed the huge Mughal army which fled towards Diler Khan's camp. Okay, so in this paragraph what happened? Now these people had broken the wall and entered and everything happened. Now this Morarbaji and his people are where upper side of the fort. Now this Morarbaji, what happened? He got very angry. Now he decided, now we are not going to spare this Diler Khan nor his army. So they decided to attack. So they came downside and they started attacking these Mughal troops very badly. Okay, and as soon as before attacking, what he decided, I will take 500 men with me. Others will be waiting upside. 500 men only I will take with me, which are good, which are brave, we can say. He must have chosen the best ones. 500 he had taken with him, and they opened the gates of the upper fort and they started shouting. What is the war cry of Marathas? What is it? You know, I had taught you in the last lesson. Yeah, that's correct. It is Har Har Mahadev. So before the war, they used to tell Har Har Mahadev. So that war cry they had told, and they started to fight. Okay, very badly. And a fierce battle, means a dangerous battle had happened, which did not last for a long time. It was for a short time, we can say. And the Maratha troops, what they killed all of the huge army of Diler Khan. Whichever army had entered the fort, now they had killed all of them, we can say. Okay, and what happened further? They went to Diler. After killing all the army who had entered inside, they killed all of them. They cut off all of them. The Maratha troops, they entered. Now who is entering? Diler Khan. Now the Maratha troops are entering to the Diler Khan's camp. Now first what happened? Diler Khan's people came to Marathas army's fort, right? Purandar fort, they are entered. Now Marathas killed all of this Mughal army. Now this Maratha troops they went to Diler Khan. Now they are attacking Diler Khan's camp. Now let us see what happened further. Morarbaji followed them in hot pursuit. With his troops, he entered the camp of Diler Khan and brought havoc there. The enemy troops were in flight and the Marathas in pursuit. Cries and shouts filled the whole camp. In great hurry, Diler Khan mounted his elephant and looked ahead. There was Morarbaji hacking the soldiers to pieces. His sword moved like lightning, cut throats, broke heads and pierced the hearts of the enemy. No one could stop him or hold him in check. Diler Khan watched in admiration his great deeds of bravery. Now in this paragraph, what they are telling us is, this Morarbaji, what happened? Now he killed the soldiers. Now what happened? Some soldiers must not be dead. So they started with fear. They started to run again to which place? Diler Khan's place only. Diler Khan's army, the Mughal army they got scared because this Maratha Empire started to kill them, right? Maratha troops started to kill them. So what happened? They got scared and they started to run back to Diler Khan, and backside of them who was there in hot pursuit, means for following them. This Maratha people, Morarbaji and all of the Maratha troops started to follow that army, and they came to Diler Khan's camp and they started a huge fight. Now these two started fighting, Diler Khan's army and Shivaji Maharaj, our Morarbaji and his army, Maratha troops. A huge battle had happened, and what to say or what not to say, great destruction only started happening. Maybe fire will be there, people are getting killed, someone's head is going somewhere, what is going, we can't explain. Can you imagine what must be the terrible situation? What happened? Everything, like such and difficult and dangerous war started to happen. So this Marathas were going on killing this Mughal armies, we can say. Correct. So cries, shouting, and everything was filled. Whole of the camp was like always shouting and what filling with anger, and everything was there, we can say, in the whole of the camp. In great hurry, now what happened? This Diler Khan, he mounted means what? He was sitting on the elephant. You can see in this paragraph, maybe he has an elephant over here. In this picture, if you clearly see, you can see a elephant over here in this picture. Can you see an elephant? So he used to travel in this elephant. You must have seen some kings and all travel in the elephant, sitting upside of the elephant. So this Mughal army, Diler Khan was sitting on the elephant. He mounted, means he made the elephant to walk further. So he was riding the elephant, we can say, to ride an animal. Mounted means to ride an animal. Basically, a horse we can say, elephant we can say. Such animals at that time they used to ride. So he rided his elephant and he took the elephant a little ahead. And Murarbaji, he was sitting upside only, and Murarbaji, he was fighting with the sword. He was killing someone's hand, like he was killing the people. He was cutting off someone's hand, someone's leg, someone's head, what not and all. He was cutting throats. They have clearly mentioned over here, someone's throat, someone's head. Oh my god, we can't imagine, right? So he was killing all of the Mughal army, we can say, and he was not sparing any of the enemy. Everyone was getting killed. The enemy was getting killed and killed and killed, and he was doing it non-stop. Okay, and Diler Khan, he was sitting upon the elephant, and with great admiration he was looking to Murarbaji. Oh my god, what a soldier he is, this Murarbaji. He's doing it so good. He's killing our enemy so nice. Like, he's a very good soldier. Like, no one's able to defeat him. No one is able to touch him. So he was admiring our Murarbaji. So this is the story we have learned till now. So I hope you have understood, and this is all for today. Okay, if you have any doubts regarding this, you can definitely ask me. So signing off. Bye.